got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.
Welcome back. You are listening to Whistle Wednesdays here on KCBQ 1170 AM. As always, joined by Jason Hall with Team Home Loans. And again, our super special guest today, Mr. Russ Mckamey, the man, the myth, the legend behind Mckamey Manor. So when you got here today, I don't even know if you realize this, but one of the YouTube videos about Mckamey Manor, the Scare LA video, has 2+ million views in the last week.
That's crazy to me. That's absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know what happened, but we blew up recently. I've been trying to keep this thing underground and kind of low-key. I guess I failed on that one.
Social media is insane.
Oh my word, man, that's crazy.
So I was going to tell them what Mckamey Manor is all about, but I want to let you be the one that tells our listeners, what is Mckamey Manor?
It's just your standard boo haunt. No, I'm just kidding. It's a very extreme, interactive, live your own horror movie experience. And I'll tell everybody right now who's listening, and I'm dead serious, do not do it. Don't come here. Don't take the challenge. I'm not just saying that. You really do not want to do this. It takes 4 to 8 hours to get through, and only 2 people go in at a time. That means all of our people are looking just for you, and there's no place to hide, no place to run. And if you think you can really put up with 8 hours of non-stop intensity, I promise you can't. So far, in 2014, nobody, I repeat, nobody has made the entire tour. They have been broken either physically or mentally, and that's the only way you get out of Mckamey Manor. There's no quitting. There's no safe word.
Nice.
Trust me, don't come here.
Hey, Russ, how do you pronounce your last name? Just so if there's a few listeners out there listening who don't know what Mckamey Manor is, then they might want to YouTube it.
It's Mckamey.
So if you haven't watched the videos, when we go to the next break, you need to go on YouTube, look at some of these videos of Mckamey Manor. I came across these a while back, and when I first started watching them, I was like, I think I could do this. I think I'm tough enough to do this. And I think with each video I have watched, I have become less and less convinced that I can actually make it through this.
But what you got to realize that these videos you're watching, those are like 3 years old. So what you're seeing is like a kid's tea party compared to how it is now. So you can watch all day long.
That's enough. I'm done. Can I leave now, Russ?
You're prepared, but you cannot prepare for the madness and all the things that happen there. There's no way. So that's fine. You think you can do it, and we want you to think you can, but
no one makes it.
Nobody has made it.
And what's the current tour time? So, like, how long does it take? I know there's a long list, but how long is the actual going through the manor?
Well, it takes... the short tour is about 4.5 hours, and the full tour is 7 to 8 hours.
And no one's even made the short tour?
They've made most of the short tour, but that's because we had to kind of go light on them. I mean, obviously, there's so many cool things back there. This is a really complicated haunt with a lot of eye candy, and I'll say it right now, about $500,000 worth of special effects and animatronics and special items that only you'll see at Mckamey Manor. And so there's a lot of cool stuff. And we want people to see it, but right now nobody's seeing it, and because they're so stressed out and they're so just,
I thought the reason they don't get to see it is because they're like blindfolded or something, right?
No, they're blindfolded at certain times. So we are the puppet masters. We control everything they see, they hear, they smell. So, they have no control whatsoever when they go in there, and they have to know that. And they all do. I mean, everybody's really aware of what the haunt is and how it works, and they know there's no quitting and no safe words. But I'm still there at every step of the way to make sure that, first off, I'm filming them, and I'm getting those magic moments I'm looking for. So I can make, movies and, future movies. But I'm also there to make sure everybody's okay. And everybody is okay for the most part. I know it's hard to watch.
No one's died.
We've had a heart attack.
Oh, man.
But that was like in 2005, and I learned my lesson of who should go in and who shouldn't. I screen everybody. Before
so they have to get like the doctor's okay letter?
I need everything. Yeah, I do. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm really particular on who goes in. First, because we want the best of the best. We want the real serious, hardcore haunt fans, because we're putting on this massive show for just 2 people. I mean, that's crazy. Think about that. An 8-hour show For 2 people, that's nuts.
Hey, Russ, I know you're nuts, all right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, we talked about this last week, and maybe, Kyle, that's why it blew up in the last week, is because maybe it was our show.
Yeah,
It was. That's what I heard.
That's what we got Russ too.
That's what I heard, man.
So Russ, I know you said there's 2 people going through the tour, but you got a bunch of actors. We've got one of your actors on the line right now, Spencer Kane. Are you there, buddy?
Hey, what's up, Spence? I'm just hanging out, man. What are you doing? Well, yeah, so who's there? Is this Mercedes? Hey, Mercedes, how you doing? She's our wrangler, and you'll have to find out what that means when you come through the hunt. I cannot tell you, but she is the wrangler. Absolutely.
I love it. So, Spencer and Mercedes, what's it like working for this crazy guy?
Hey, Spencer, do I yell at you guys all the time? I yell all the time, man. That's it. I'm a yeller, man. But it's all love, though. But I'm a yeller. I mean, I'm a taskmaster. I'm out there. Yeah.
So, Russ, do you make these guys go through it before they get an opportunity to act
Absolutely.
in it?
You have to go through the hunt in order to work the hunt. For the most part, there's a couple of exceptions, but for the most part, yeah, you got to go through it. And that's why we get really good actors, because they go through it and they just love it. They're like, oh my gosh, I got to be a part of something like this, and so yeah, we'll test them out, see how they do. But yeah, you got to go through it.
All right, so Spencer and crew, you guys got any words you want to say to the listeners right now? So what's your guys' favorite part, being on the actor side of it? What do you enjoy the most? What do you like to like? See, and she sounds like such a sweet girl, but I'm sure when you're in the house, she's probably the scariest
She's
one of
not
all.
sweet, man. She's mean. Okay, she'll take your head right off.
I'm sure that voice doesn't come out, Kyle. The voice she's using us right now is not coming out, I'm
Yeah.
sure, in the manor.
Don't be fooled by Mercedes, okay? She'll take you down.
I love it. Mercedes, you got any words for the listeners? You got anything you want to say to everybody who's listening right now?
Wow. I love
Love
it.
it.
So it's like an NFL game. You guys get excited like an NFL game. You prepared all week. You're all ready. Here comes game time.
It's like getting rained out.
Yeah, and it gets like rained out or snowed out or what?
Yeah.
Fired out like we had years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely. Now, $15, 5 minutes.
You're giving them too much credit, man.
Yeah.
I know when that Facebook post came up, it said you needed 2 people. It was tempting.
That was
It was
crazy.
very tempting.
I mean, these folks, like Dallas said, and Dallas on the line there, he's our lead actor. He does a great job. And I got to give a prop out the actors. I got the coolest place in the world, best hunt, best special effects, but without the actors, it's nothing. And these guys rock, and they bring it, and they can bring and scare the biggest, toughest, baddest guys out there. And we challenge these guys. We bring in some mean hombres, and they take them down.
So how many actors do you have working? If somebody's going through a full tour, the full 7.5, 8-hour tour, how many actors are in the house at that time?
We've got about 28 actors.
For one night.
For one night. About 28.
So for those of you that think you can do this, you've heard him say don't do it. If you don't think you can 100% do this, do not waste these guys' time. I mean, they are putting so much time, money, energy, effort into making the most insane haunted house you've ever seen. And you go and you sissy out after 5 minutes, you just ruined it for all these 20-something people.
Yeah,
So.
and just think, I mean, the folks that sissied out, they came all the way from England and on their honeymoon just to go through the hunt, and we couldn't get 5 minutes out. And then we had to bring in some replacements, and then they bombed out after about 15 minutes, and so then we had to figure something else out. So it's crazy. It's crazy.
I love it. Any parting words for you guys on the phone? You got any parting words for everybody?
Let's speak up, Dallas. Go ahead, man.
I love it. Got it.
We just want to make sure that whoever goes through it is up for the challenge and up for the scare. Because trust me, there's stuff we do is stuff you can only see in your dreams. Like there is nothing else.
Is it dreams or is
Dreams
it
or nightmares?
Yeah.
Love it.
It depends on who's dreaming. For me, that's my dreams. So.
Got it. Well, thanks so much for calling in, guys. Spencer, Dallas, Mercedes, really appreciate you guys calling in. Hopefully some of the listeners get an opportunity to make it through Mckamey Manor and meet you guys, whether they like it or not.
Thanks, guys.
Got a secret, can you keep it? Swear this one you'll save. Better lock it in your pocket, taking this one to the grave. If I show you, then I know you won't tell what I said. 'Cause two can keep a secret if one of them is dead.